Hello from the west coast of Ireland. My name is Dr. Easkey Britton, and I'm a marine social scientist and a surfer. And I want to share with you today some tools and practices to help build your resilience and boost your mood that I've learned, in particular from my relationship with the sea and surfing. So, today's exercise I want to share is called ocean breath. And the power of breath work in general in our lives. Around 50 to 85% of the oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere actually comes from the oceans produced by marine plants called phytoplankton millions of years ago. So we're always connected with the ocean through our breath. The breath is our inner anchor and a rhythm that mirrors the natural rhythms and cycles all around us, the ebb and flow of the tide, the wax and wane of the moon, the surge and fall of waves as they break. Bringing my attention to my breath is one of the most powerful ways that I self-connect and ground myself in the present moment. And a breathing practice has always been a part of my surfing career, especially as a way to calm, ground, and maybe reduce stress or calm the nerves before a competition. And just in everyday life, it's a really great way to reset. And what happens is when we consciously breathe, we're tapping into our nervous system, and we're kind of able to rewire it. So we shift from being in a fight or flight response. So in the sympathetic nervous system, that part of our brain is awake. That's when we get a cortisol spike. It also moves us to act. So it's very important. But our fight or flight response is triggered very often on the daily. And we don't even need to be chased by a tiger anymore for it to kick in. So, we get an email alert or message alert on our phone. It can even be enough to trigger it. So that's why breathing is really important. When we breathe, we tap into the vagus nerve. So that travels from our brain down along our spine and through our diaphragm. So it's directly connected with the breath. When we consciously breathe and slow and deepen our breath, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system. So the part of our nervous system that is to do with rest and digest. So it lowers stress hormones, it reduces blood pressure, it calms our heart rate. So an amazing way to de-stress. So in that way, the breath is our greatest kind of connector. It's ever present and a constant reminder of the cycle of ebb and flow, expansion and contraction that is life. Every second breath connects us to the sea. The breath energizes and cleanses, neutralizing biological and environmental toxins that build up in our body. And awareness of our breath brings us back into our body, back to now. So the exercise I want to share with you today comes from my new book, 50 Things to Do by the Sea. And number 7, just breathe. And so I wanted just to guide you through this simple way to connect with our ocean breath. Just takes a few moments, and we'll practice for a few breaths together now. So just begin by taking a moment to settle into yourself, just noticing how you're feeling in your body, get comfortable, and take a moment to pause and be still. And just bringing your attention to your breath and simply noticing how it feels without trying to alter it at first. So when we're stressed or nervous or a little anxious, our breath can be shallower, and we breathe more from the chest. The more stressed we are, also like the faster and quicker we breathe. And when we feel relaxed, our breaths tend to be slower and deeper. And just by bringing your attention to your breath, you'll begin to notice how your body starts to soften begins to relax. And so now we're going to do some conscious breathing, and we're going to breathe in from our bellies. Breathing in from your belly is what a baby naturally does, and it's 20% more energy efficient than breathing from our chest, which is where we spend most of our time breathing from. Also, breathing in through the nose is more cleansing. It also helps warm the breath and is better for oxygenating the body. Okay, so now we're going to breathe in from your belly through the nose to a count of 4. And pause between the in-breath and the out-breath. And breathing out from the belly through the nose again to a count of 6. We're just going to do that a few more times. Breathing in to a count of 4 from your belly. Feel the gentle pause between the in-breath and the out-breath. And breathe out from the belly through the nose to a count of 6. In for 4. Pause. And out for 6. Once more. Slowly, deeply in. 3, 4. Pause. And out. 5, 6. So you can repeat as many times as you like until you feel just right. Even those 3 breaths we shared together, you might already notice a difference in how your body feels now. Perhaps feels a bit softer, more relaxed. Maybe your breath has just naturally deepened. So yeah, simply returning to the breath consciously in that way, using, a count as you breathe in and breathe out just helps focus your attention. But exhaling for longer than you inhale helps relax the body even more. You're really stimulating again the parasympathetic nervous system when you exhale. So it really helps reduce the stress when the exhale is longer. And it also prepares the body to receive even more oxygen when we exhale all of the carbon dioxide on the out breath. So you could repeat maybe taking 10 deep, gentle breaths from the belly, 3 like we just did, at any moment throughout the day. And of course, this can be a lovely exercise to do when you are by the sea or you're out in nature as a way to connect in presence with the beauty around you. And if your attention wanders, you're just gently bringing your awareness back to your breath. One final kind of fascinating fact I'd love to share. There is a particular type of phytoplankton that's so small it can fit in a drop of water. And in certain parts of the ocean, there may be more than 100,000 cells per millimeter of ocean water. And despite its tiny size, it releases countless tons of oxygen into the atmosphere. And National Geographic explorer and scientist Dr. Sylvia Earle estimates that this phytoplankton provides the oxygen for 1 in every 5 breaths we take. So the next time you breathe, remember you are connecting with the ocean.